China's National Computer Virus Emergency Response Center is blaming the United States for coercing an attack of over 127,000 Bitcoin worth $13 billion today. All because these coins were stolen from a Chinese mining pool that now sit in the hands of the U.S. Department of Justice. And the U.S. Department of Justice admitted this in court proceedings, as this money is now in a wallet that they control, was taken from a Cambodian fraudster who was alleged for money laundering and other fraud, who is now free, and China is backing him, saying that he is wanting the coins back. China is saying this is all a part of the USA to take from the mining pool, extort from this businessman, and take the funds. And the USA says this is all part of a criminal organization. It's kind of a fun spy versus spy. Luckily, right as the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve came out, saying that, confiscated coins are now government property. So nice little $13 billion confiscation there. Now, the reason this is relevant to Bitcoin custody is that these coins were all part of a hack that took advantage of low entropy keys. This mining pool, Luban, used a software that generated keys with 32 bits of entropy. This is quite low, and great compute power were able to generate the private keys that stored this Bitcoin to remove all the Bitcoin held by these keys. And this happened in 2020. This is called the milksad exploit, and more info can be found at milksad.io. Now, why the mining pool used this software to generate these keys was probably just as convenience. It was easy to use as a mining pool software, but they overlooked the security. So make sure you use good entropy when you're generating your keys that are securing your Bitcoin, or your Bitcoin could be wiped at any time. My name's Darren. I've helped thousands of individuals use Bitcoin. Every day I work on Bitcoin custody, and I want to try to bring you the best, most relevant Bitcoin custody news every week to help increase your personal security and self-sovereignty when it comes to using Bitcoin. In some happy news for us plebes, since Square went live on Monday, allowing business owners to opt in to accept Bitcoin payments in the USA, over 4,000 different business locations have been requested to be part of the open source BTC map. And this is all done through the API of Square. So this is an opt-in where business owners are clicking they want to accept Bitcoin. They want to be shown on the map that they accept Bitcoin. And honestly, this is one of the biggest things for Bitcoin adoption that has been done in a long time. Next is Lava, a lending platform that was built on the promise of discrete log contracts. These new contracts were a promise to help prevent the custodial middleman for Bitcoin loans that where they would hold your funds in a 2 of 3 multisig where you held a key, Lava hold a key, and the contract would execute whatever signing the third key. Now, no platforms have really taken off using this model so far. In September, Lava forced all users to update their vault. The only advantage they cited was better interest rates. In November, they said they have cold storage, institutional grade security systems that have safeguarded over 100 billion in assets globally. And the question is, was this a bait and switch to a custodial solution, or was this an honest move that was just badly executed? With all the fails of custodial lenders and the legalities of all the BlockFis and Celsius over the last couple of years, this is definitely not trending in the right direction for users. Some sadder news is that the Samurai founders were finally sentenced after a long battle. If anybody did not know or use Samurai, this was a wallet that coordinated essentially coin joins that was all decentralized. The authorities considered this money laundering, even though that they just wrote the code, never touched any coins themselves. And now they have been sentenced to 5 years in jail, a $250,000 fine. And this is kind of dark days. This will hopefully not be used as a precedent in the future for cases like this, but this kind of leaves developers and people who work in Bitcoin still concerned about these issues. Bitkey released Chain Code Delegation, which offers private multisig collaboration. And if you've seen my Bitkey video, you know that Bitkey is a multisig service that's really disguised as a Bitcoin wallet. The benefits of multisig services, they provide inheritance, backups, support, make it easy to use. The negatives is they can see all of your transactions, balance, and history moving forward. Now, with this new code delegation, they are going to be able to be part of a multisig without seeing the full balance, your key information, etc. And they'll claim this will be implemented in a few weeks. So I assume you'll need to upgrade and move your coins to take advantage of this if you use the Bitkey, but hopefully other multisig providers find a way to implement this in the future. And finally, the Czech National Bank has purchased some digital assets for the first time in its history, announcing they will be making a Bitcoin test portfolio. And of course, they had to add a little USD stablecoin in there, make sure the old Uncle Sam didn't knock on their door. And I like some of their quotes here. The coronas are legal tender, but CNBC will continue to strive to keep inflation low, corona strong. However, new ways of paying and investing will emerge rapidly in the years ahead. I like that. They're kind of admitting what we already know, that, though our dollars are legal tender and we're trying to keep inflation and it's strong, there's going to be better ways ahead. So I kind of like that. If you like this video, have any questions, put them in the comments below. Happy to help answer them, or you can reach out to me directly. I have a lot of videos, tutorials on my channel on the many topics we discussed today. On my website, you can find a list of all of those guides and resources. In the description are ways to follow and support me, including some discount links on the services and products that I use and recommend. Thanks for watching.